Welcome to the Tiny Room for Elephants Happy Hour, where we get together every week with some of our favorite folks and talk shit. Welcome, everybody. Today, I'm going to have everybody go around, introduce themselves. Who are you? What do you do? And then I want to know, who are you crushing on creatively lately? And I say creative because it doesn't have to be visual. It can be music. It can be whatever type of creative you can think of. I'll go first. I'm Yaya, CEO and co-founder of Tiny Room for Elephants. And right now I'm crushing on a brand new artist that was introduced to me by Lawren Alice and Arch Enemy Arts, Shannon Taylor. And we'll talk a little bit more how I found out about her later, but she uses watercolors, and it's really amazing because you couldn't tell that they're watercolors because they're really bold and vibrant. And I really love how she frames out her work. And she's white, but she does an amazing job of painting women of color and women of all different body types and body shapes. And I really gravitated to her. So Shannon Taylor is who I'm crushing on creatively. Cool. Dame. All right. Drinking your fridge beer. Who are you and who are you crushing on?
Oh man. Hi guys. I'm Dame. I am I'm just a guy right now, but I'm happy. So I'm a happy guy right now. How about that? And I am, you know what I mean, who am I crushing on?
Who are you crushing on?
You know, I listen and I didn't think I would be first. So I had all these things prepared in my mind. And then like, as soon as you were like, Dame, it was like, oh shit, it's on me, right? You know what I'm saying? So let me just, all right. Here's what I'm crushing on, right? I'm crushing on actually a little bit of myself and a little bit of...
There you go.
Self-love, baby.
Yeah, for sure. A little bit of myself. And a little bit of an artist that I'm working with currently. Her name is Queen Joe.
Yes.
And, I'm crushing on the work that we've been doing. I've been kind of listening to that a lot recently, and I'm like, okay.
For those out there that don't know Queen Joe, she's not a visual artist, right? What are you working on?
So, one, who am I? I'm a producer. I am the creative director and one of the co-founders of Tiny Room for Elephants. But I think my trade is like music, and I'm a producer. And she's a rapper that I've been working with on the weekends, kind of like a weekend project that really came together really well. So I'm excited to let people hear it in a little bit. But right now, I'm just crushing on it. So there you go. It took me a while, but I made it back. The fridge beer kicked in.
Cool. I'm going to go to Jason. Who are you? Who are you crushing on creatively?
Hey, everyone. How y'all doing? I'm Jason. I'm the director of content here at Tiny Room for Elephants, and I'm a musician, audio engineer, producer, photographer, videographer.
What else?
Things. Yeah, so many things. Yeah, all around creative. Right now, I'm going to say I'm crushing on our man Martronimus. He has been doing these live streams of his production. He'll just get up, I don't know how regularly it is. I feel like it's like almost every day. And he'll just do Instagram Live. He'll do 3 or 4 like beats quickly. He'll just get a loop going, and then he'll play his trumpet. And then he keeps his live up on his gram, and it's been real nice. You know, it's fun because I've seen him grow from being more of just a trumpeter, and now he's getting more into production, and it's cool to see his growth. So, yeah, crushing.
Production is really cool too.
What's that?
His production is really cool too.
Yeah,
I really like
great. It's awesome. Yeah.
All right. Thank you for sharing that. You guys are helping me develop my little list. Mike, who are you? Who are you crushing on creatively?
No, man.
You've had like
I'm Mike,
before
videographer, content creator for Tiny Room. Dude, I don't know, Yaya. Like, I wish you'd have gave me this question earlier today.
No, what's the point?
Because I would have found something to crush on. Like,
No.
you know, I'm trying to think. Like,
Well, I had 2 minutes. Take your time.
I know, like, you know, here's the problem with me, man. And I feel like I keep letting you down every week with these questions that you throw them at me because I never have a real answer.
Pressure.
Mike, your cooking question was on point, my friend. You really stood it up there.
You know, Mike, I think you creatively crush on your daughter. You always highlight.
I definitely
You can't answer for him. You can't answer for him. That's not right.
Actually, I was gonna say my wife, but I felt that was kind of lame. You know what I mean? Because I live with her, and you know, quarantine. You know, we've been, you know, quarantine has had some relationships fall apart. Mine has actually been pretty good through quarantine. So, you know,
That's real.
I live with her? Come on, Mike.
What's that? No, I said I live with her. We live together.
I think that if you're creatively crushing on your wife, I really, that's a beautiful.
But I'm trying to think, like, artist-wise, the problem is I don't do a lot of research when it comes to new stuff. I wait for it to come to me, and nothing new has come to me recently.
Here's what I'm going to say before we move on. And I really want to encourage you to just open your eyes, you know, because you're around this whole entire city, probably more than any of us. And there's art in the background when you're doing your selfies and you're talking about what's going on the scene. Like, there's art all around you. And sometimes
there's also murder on the scene too, so I would imagine.
No,
I'm just using
I'm with you, Gaia.
You see what I'm saying? There's and sometimes if I see a cool mural or if I'm with Dame, we just stop and see who the artist is.
That's where I fall off. Like, I'll see it and I'll be like, yo, that's pretty dope. And then I'll just keep on walking. Like, I won't go see who created it, right? And I guess that's where I fall off. But I've been like that my whole life. Like, I don't know musicians. I'll be like, yo, he's really good. But then I don't go get his name or her name. And then I'm like, you know, I have the experience. And then once the experience is over, I move on looking for the next experience. Does that make sense?
It makes
you know
sense.
what I'm saying?
And I want to tell you, you deserve more than that. And next time you see something or hear something you really love, I want you.
I was going to say, Eric, I really liked Eric's, like, the last new thing I listened to outside of the current music for this week was Boss's album.
Okay.
I have it, and I mean, his album, I really liked it.
Come on, man.
You know what I mean? So did I. But I mean, I really liked his album, and I still revisit it. But I haven't really listened to anybody else's work, or you know, in this quarantine. So I'm not going to visit anything or see anything.
Well, I'm going to ask this question again, and you're not going to know when.
Because now, as I go out into the world, I'm going to pay more attention.
This is all
things that are popping around me, and I'm gonna have names, and I'm gonna have locations.
Yeah, you had me at you deserve more than that.
You know what I'm saying? You deserve more than that. She killed me with that, right? Like, you're right, I do deserve more than that.
Let's take a break from this conversation, and let me talk to you, Mike. You deserve more than that. Okay, everybody's back in there.
Come on.
All right, come on back. Who's next? Who's next?
Eric Boss.
It's funny because he has the same answer, Eric Boss.
Yeah.
What up, y'all? Eric Boss.
Okay.
Music director, Tiny Room for Elephants. COVID positive. On.
It can't come through the Zoom. Okay, Lauren.
Yeah, we should be cool. Zoom.
I'm going to say I'm crushing on.
Bust out laughing. That's horrible.
Fucked up, man.
When he said it earlier, I was like, yo, that's what's up. And then I thought about what I said.
He did say that.
He's owning it. Yeah. A different face of COVID. There we go. Your question.
So I'm crushing on my friend Tyler. Tyler the Girl on Instagram. Photographer, videographer, kind of creative director type. Yeah, kind of. Yeah, she does graphic stuff too. Yep. She was out in LA like for like most of the summer. I feel like she's back out there already. She's killing it. She's been killing it. So yeah.
I'm going to follow her. Thank you. Thank you. Last but most certainly not least, our very, very special guest and friend. What many of you may not know is that we have done a happy hour with Lawren Alice before in the very beginning, but we were learning. There was a very steep learning curve for this show. So
one of the best.
We're going to bring you what we have today. And we're also thrilled to have an excuse to have Lawren Alice come back and join us. So Lawren, same questions for you. Who are you and who you question on creatively?
Well, I'm Lawren. I am an artist and curator, and oh my gosh, the list of people that I'm the opposite of Mike. I have information overload from my work. So it's like nonstop.
Send a few of those to Mike, you know.
What was that?
You know what I mean? Let me part of your list so I'm ready for next time.
Right? Oh my gosh. This is hard because there's too many now. Man, I think, okay, can I I'm going to really throw a wrench.
I'm going to make you pick. I'm going to make you pick.
Damn.
You can't make me pick. You can't make me.
It doesn't be your favorite, just somebody you're crushing on.
Can I crush on a show?
Yeah, okay. Creative, give us a
show. And like a theme?
Talk to me.
Okay. I'm crushing on our show that we have right now, the Small Wonder Show. Because it's our annual affordable art show, and there's like 50 plus artists in it, and like a lot of them usually don't work at this low of a price point, so there's like tiny pieces with tiny prices, and everything is affordable and fits anywhere. I don't know, I'm crushing on the whole show. It's tough to pick someone out, and plus that's all we've been doing. Like Noah and I have just been like nonstop Small Wonders for the past 2 weeks. So that's all I can think about. Roadblock with Small Wonders.
That's fantastic. Can I just say, before we move on to the next segment, because I see our next segment guest has just joined us, but before we move on, I just want to say I'm geeked because I bought like my first real gallery piece from the Small Wonder Show. And you guys know I always talk about affordable art, and you know, you can afford it if you kind of know where to look and look in the right places. And every year Small Wonders comes around, I never get anything, and this is my first year that I got something from an artist where like I would never be able to afford her stuff. And so I'm super excited to just have one of my first like real gallery pieces. I have a lot of art in here, but never really
good one too.
Made that purchase. Oh, it's so good. Oh, so I look at it every day. I immediately hit Lawren up for the preview list, and I will always need to have the preview list because a lot of good stuff was already gone. Stuff really goes fast. But what I like is that you have stuff from years prior too. I might cop one of those, which I felt was nice as well. It really kind of gave some breadth to the list. So I feel like you have way too many artists that you're crushing on. So that was probably the best way you could have put it.
I think people want to see this and want the preview list too. So you got to have like a preview list, like a.
I know.
Yeah,
we actually joked about that.
I know.
For the sneak peekers.
Yeah.
For real.
You just have to be there and set that alarm, because at like 2 o'clock when that goes out, people are so crazy.
I could tell. So much good stuff was already gone. But I'm going to say this too, and I know we're a little bit over for overdrink, but it is not hard, but you have to look at artwork differently when you're looking at it in an online catalog. So, you know, the Zoom, pulling it up really close, I looked at the list maybe about 10 times before I made a choice. At first it was like, oh, I don't really see anything. Then I went back, and then, you know, you really do have to kind of do the work to dig in, but I enjoyed it. It was, yeah, I did. I enjoyed it. It was a really intimate experience, because then I got a chance to go and Google the artists and like, you know, all that good stuff. So I think it works. I've been to it in real life and virtually now. So happy with
It's on the walls. You can still come visit me. You just got to wear a mask.
Touche.
I'll put a mask on and come through.
Yeah. Oh, come on. We will fill your list, Mike.
Mike, come on, Mike. We should all go for Mike.
I'm down with people all the time. I'll be through.
Yeah.
Okay, guys. So we have a special guest. Mike is bringing on a special guest for our next segment, which is Over a Drink. We are going to let him in. Choo, choo, choo.
Is he there? Yeah. Where you at, Nate? This is your time, Nate.
The anticipated.
Yeah, Nate. There he is.
Going on?
There he is.
I was like, now I know Mike said 4:15. How can you be on CP time on Zoom?
Listen, man. That's what we do. That's what we do around here, Nate.
About 3 minutes, Nate. 3 minutes? Like that's
3 minutes? Let's go. Stop talking then. All right.
Hold up, Nate. You're moving too fast. You gotta let me introduce the segment, brother. Slow down a second.
Kick it. Hey, Dave, what's up, Dave?
What up?
Listen, I think you probably know most of the people in here, Nate. If not, we give you who don't you know? You know Dame, you know Yaya, right? You know Jason,
Yeah.
you know Eric. I don't know. Eric is the music director for Tiny Room. Jason is the content producer for Tiny Room.
So let's keep it
Lawren
100.
Alice.
I know all the black people on here.
okay.
That'll make it easy. I just introduced the white folks then. Make it real. And then our special guest host for today is Lawren Alice, who's a phenomenal artist, and she's our guest.
Lawren.
Hello.
And then Jason is the content director for Tiny Room, and
Jason?
Eric is
How are you?
the music director for Tiny Room.
Okay.
And then there's me. Right. So here's the deal, Nate. Normally, I do a segment called Over a Drink, right? I pour a drink, I ask you a couple questions, I ask Lawren a couple questions, whoever the guest is, and while I'm pouring my drink, they talk for a couple minutes. I get the nonsense information out the way, like the stuff that everybody already knows that I don't know. You know what I mean? So but since I've already did that with Lawren when we did an Over a Drink, we got you here to pour to introduce us to some drinks and make it easy on me because I'm not a bartender, and every week I got to come up with a new drink.
He does a great job, though.
And I'm like, the pressure
You know why?
is ridiculous.
He does a great job because he's been stealing stuff from my segments.
That's not
Why he's
true.
doing a good job.
That's
I
not
believe
true.
that because
But-
he's still, like, you know, he's tasked to like make drinks and like, you know, use ingredients that he has around the house, and usually the ingredients come from his wife or his daughter or whatever. So I'm sure he's been taking some from you too. We trying to figure this out.
I upped it today, and I just brought a bartender with me. I'm like, yo, let me invite a bartender. But before we get, and I'm just gonna make a quick, because it was nice out today, right? It was like 70 degrees, 75 degrees. So I had a flashback. I'm just gonna make a simple summer drink that I was drinking all summer. So I got tequila. I'm gonna pour a little tequila, and let me tilt that for you real quick, and then we're gonna let Nick get to his. What kind of tequila is that? That's the bottom of the bottle there. What is that, Antono's?
Yeah. That's like Jose Cuervo's distant cousin.
Hold on, man. I'm letting you shine, right? Like, don't diss my alcohol, man. Like, I invite you to my party and then you shit on my drinks.
Like, you're right.
You gotta be
I
honest,
apologize.
man. Like, he a bartender. He know what it is.
No, like, hold on. I could go downstairs and step it up. I didn't want to outshine you.
In the commentary.
I knew you was bringing whiskey and you was representing Jim Beam, so I didn't want to outshine you. I could go downstairs and get something a little more pricey and bring it up to the party.
Dame, he got that tequila that was part of the $2 special at Fluid.
Oh, fuck that, man. Hold on. I'll be right back. I'm not even talking shit. I'll be right back.
While Mike is getting his, can you tell?
Oh, my God.
Hey, pour your drink. Tell everybody who you are and who you represent and start getting your drinks out the way, man, because my drinks is going to be the official shit.
I appreciate that. So everybody out there, my name is Nate Rogers. I'm a marketing and spirit specialist for Beam Suntory. So I'll do everything, Courvoisier, Jim Beam, Maker's Mark, Cruise and Rum, all that whole portfolio. 2 great cocktails today. The first one is going to be called the Fall Harvest. So this cocktail is going to consist of Jim Beam honey and apple cider. Very simple, easy cocktail to make. So I'm going to tilt my screen here just a little bit here for you guys. So we take our shaker, fill it up with some ice here. like so. And then we're gonna take our Jim Beam, and I think I have a little cup here. Sorry, guys. We're just gonna pour it. So what we do is what we call a 4 count. Okay. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Okay. All right. Let's see if Mike do that. And also, this is how you.
Hold on. What was that? What was that? Hold on. Let's get
my guy's working over here, man. My guy's working. He's working.
Yo, man, this is the last time I'm inviting a guest to my section, man. Come here, try to show me up.
Tell you, bro. So then we're gonna do 2 ounces of our apple cider.
Is that a homemade apple cider? Is that
no? So this one here is actually, I believe the brand is called Zegler's. That's one of my favorite ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Market, make it at home. Yeah, absolutely. So then we just take it. It's all about the shake, guys. You already know this is the money maker. That's how we gonna top, do a nice tap.
Yeah, my shake game was whack.
There is no shake.
All right. Give a nice little tap there. So we're gonna actually strain this into our cocktail glass, like so.
Oh. And this is the fall one, right? What's this one
called?
Fall
Harvest.
The fall harvest.
Fall harvest.
Ooh.
Yes.
You got a strainer, Mike?
Nice.
That's to look good. Nah, I got a strainer in the house. I'm gonna
take a red apple.
Oh.
Put it right on top.
Look at that.
We're gonna take some sugar.
Look at this. Look at this. Look at this.
On top of apple.
Woo, nice.
We're gonna take our torch. We're gonna caramelize the sugar on top.
That's my man right there. That's my man throwing down.
All right, give us some caramelization.
I got one of them.
Oh, this looks like something I can make at home.
That's Lawren.
Exactly.
And I said to him, I said, yo, James, I said, Nate, keep them simple that we can make ourselves.
I mean, I got a torch.
Yo, James got a torch.
It's like a dip candy apple.
Oh my God.
Oh, look at that.
Torches?
Nice.
I'm so excited.
And the glass is sexy. It's a sexy glass.
So that was the fall harvest.
Yeah, that was great.
Round of applause for that one, man.
The next cocktail.
You need Jim Beam and a torch, Lawren.
That's it. That's all I need. Is Jim Beam and a torch. I got everything else. I have the cider, I have the apples, and the sugar.
Absolutely. So our next cocktail is called 46. Now, the reason why I called this 46, which we all know why, we're happy about 46, but right. Maker's Mark also have a stave. So we call our whiskeys different staves. We actually have a Maker's Mark 46 stave. And if you guys drink whiskey, you know that 46 is like really, really smooth. It has some caramel and vanilla notes, undertones with that. So this here is actually 110 proof of Maker's Mark. Woo!
Okay.
Okay.
Jeez.
Wow.
So this one here, we're going to start this off in our shaker as well.
Nice.
Here we're going to do an 8 count of Makers.
Wow.
1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6
it was Anna's,
and 8.
Kind of a quick
Anna's
right?
Man.
Now we're gonna get funky with it. So it's the fall. We're gonna get funky with it. We're gonna add some pumpkin butter jam.
Shut the front
to
door.
this, which you can pick up at any supermarket.
He gave me this list, and we went over it yesterday at the production show, and we was like, yeah, we ain't gonna be able to make that.
So we put 2 teaspoons of that, and then we take our orange bitters, which can also be found in any liquor store in your supermarket, 4 to 5 dashes.
Tangerine.
Wow.
And this is really for my Manhattan drinkers,
yeah.
My whiskey on the rocks, my whiskey neat drinkers.
Yeah.
And then we take it, and I like to stir stuff with chopsticks. It gives a less of the metallic flavor in there if you use an actual bar spoon.
Wow.
Take some chopsticks.
Cooking things.
Listen, I invited like somebody who knew what they was doing.
Do a nice little stir. And we have our nice Maker's Mark glass.
That's beautiful.
So the most important part of this cocktail, believe it or not, is the actual ice. So we have square ice here.
Oh, man. It's
killing it.
Wow.
Killing it.
Look, what are you trying to do?
I can't believe you went down there like you was going to do something with...
Hold on. I got my turn yet.
All right.
Get my turn.
Strain it.
I ain't got time for that. I'm sure we're on schedule.
After we strain it, we want to put another ice cube on top. Oh. We're going to take our orange peel.
Give me that.
Do a nice little twist. Go around the edge.
Oh my
God.
God.
Stick it right on top.
So delicate. So delicate.
All right, nice work.
46.
Man. Tilt the screen up so we can see you take a sip, man.
That is.
Yes,
Tilt the screen back up. There you go, Nate.
Yes,
nice work, brother.
Hey, Nate, can I ask you a question?
Work,
yeah,
you've been bartending for a long time. Like I've seen you on all kinds of different places. Like, Like, and I just like randomly, like, what was the first drink you ever made from your first bar? Because I used to be a bartender I was a bartender for a minute, and so I have a special thing for bartenders. So what was the first drink you ever made?
So the first drink I ever made. So first of all, I went to mainline bartending school. You know, I did just like a lot of freelance bartending back. You know, you think you in the movie Cocktails when you're in the crib, shit like that. Yeah. You know, so the first drink I actually made was an apple martini, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because when we used to go to Fluid, you know, I was the $2 boy. You know, hit me off with the rum and Sprite. But every female always asked for an apple martini.
It was hot.
I'm like,
it was hot.
Let me tell you.
I said, fuck that. I'm gonna make the shit that gets the women. So that was the first cocktail I made, was apple martini. And then I just fell in love with the creativity of mixology, and you know, started playing around with different foods. So started making cocktails with eggs in it and all kinds of different stuff. And it just took off from there, man. And I got my speed from Rashid. They let me guest bartend in Fluid a few times.
Talk about bartending legend.
Legend.
Like,
so, yeah, man.
I was a bartender, but I wouldn't say I was a bartender around him. But I was a bartender. They took me to the whips at the Palmer, and you know what I mean? It felt like cocktails to me. But Rashid, woo, a legend.
Yeah. Legend, man.
My God.
Hands down.
All right, that was it. I just had to.
All right, can I make my drink now?
Mike, make your drink, bro.
All right, forget it, y'all. I'm not making my drink. Forget it. Don't broke my heart.
Let me just ask one question.
Yeah, Nate, come here and steal for a second.
Does it involve a sparkling water?
Of course it does. Everything.
Do you have a strainer? Do you have a strainer?
Everything is
the right. That's
water. What?
Wow.
That's why I wanted to go first. I knew Nate was gonna outshine me. Nah, Nate, thank you, brother. I appreciate you coming through, man. You know what I mean? We have to get you back again, man. Bring us two more drinks.
This is what I'm gonna do, Mike. I'm gonna send you a cocktail list for you to make drinks whenever I'm not available. All right. Nice. I'm telling you right now, I'm claiming my spot. I'm pulling the trump on y'all. I'm gonna be here once a month, okay?
Okay.
He didn't pull the Amy. You know what I mean? He didn't pull the fly girl on us. Like, listen, I'm gonna need this second.
Oh, Stacy did that?
Yeah. Same thing.
Got a regular
Stacy is my girl. Yeah, I'm taking that slot. I'm here once a month. Y'all figure out the Tuesday, okay?
All right, bet. So, and for the record, my ice is rectangle.
Okay.
And I dropped it. Nate, we appreciate you coming through, brother.
Thank you, man.
Have a great afternoon. Great evening,
all right, nice
man.
meeting everybody. All right.
Thank you.
Cheers.
He gonna run downstairs like he gonna.
No, because I went and got the Blantons, but y'all ain't want me to upstage him. You know what I'm saying? I went and got the Blantons. I went and got the organic tequila. Like, I wasn't playing.
Do you have a torch, though? Do you have a torch, and do you have...
I wasn't going to burn nothing.
You weren't really bringing anything.
I wasn't going to burn nothing. Hey, yeah, if you ever say I wasn't really bringing anything to my segment again, man, it's going to be a problem.
I just had seltzer water. Listen, talking about drinks, I want to have like a little brag moment right now. I'm going to share my screen. Look at this, Lawren. I want you to walk us through this. This is Collective Arts Brewing, for those of you that don't know. And Lawren Alice has, tell us all about it. I'm going to just kind of scroll through.
First of all, that's a beautiful bottle.
Yeah. I'm so excited about it. I haven't seen it yet in person. Like, I don't have my own copy. I don't have my own bottle yet. But scroll up a little bit. Wait.
So first of all, they have a whole thing about you. Look at this.
Oh,
you can learn about.
Oh no, this is so embarrassing.
You can learn about the artist. Okay, you can.
They're an awesome company. What they say about Canadians is true.
So talk to me a little bit about this partnership. How did it come about? I see you have a couple things with that.
I'm pretty sure this was a result of you guys. Because what was my 2019 goal? I was like, I really want to get on I want to do like a beer label design. And then somehow they were around, and they asked for people to do a mural, and you guys threw my name in the hat and they picked me. And then I submitted to their beer can contest that they do seasonally. I guess it's 4 times a year, the open call. And so they chose, that one. Yep. And then, which was in Tiny Room. I mean, this is Tiny Room. Yeah. This is the Tiny Room wall. And it's on a I have it here. I have the beer. They sent me a case of beer, or it's a cider. And I still haven't tried one yet because I can't bring myself to crack it.
I don't want to open it.
You got to keep it forever unopened.
They only sent me 6, and one was already opened, and I was like, oh no. So I said, that's my display can. But yeah, and then we were talking, and they, right before COVID hit, they had asked me to do an artist in residency thing. But then it was like COVID threw like a big wrench in it, and they were like, well, you know, we can't send like videographers to like meet you or do anything. But they do this whole like video feature and like dive into the artist. They're really great about it. Like they're super awesome about promoting their artists, and they pay you. So like you get paid, and they do great promotion. But yeah, we were talking about the gin, and they switch up the gin flavors, I guess, every once in a while. This is a brand new flavor. And then they'll feature a new artist on it. Like I get it for the whole year, and then next year I think they pick a new one.
Oh man.
But
so dope.
I seen that earlier today. I was like, yo, that's nice.
We've got
Can you buy it yet or what?
So here's the problem.
The money is in Canada.
It's Canadian.
Can't get it locally.
Yeah. Well, no, they said that there are going to be liquor stores, I think in Jersey and New York, maybe. I feel like they're more north, but they should have them. And then I'm pretty sure you can just order online from like those liquor stores, or at least I hope you'll be able to.
Well, when you find out, let us know, because I'd like to order a bottle.
I know, I want to order more. But what is that in like American? What is that in US dollars? Like $60?
$75 American?
That's a spicy gin.
Oh man, that's because it's got your work on it. We're not buying the gin, we buying your work, man.
I know.
I would never open this.
So here's the cool thing.
That's a display bottle.
But I would open it immediately. What are you talking about?
Fill it back up with water when I'm done.
Did you pick the batch, the blend, the lavender and juniper?
They gave me 2 options, and I texted you, Yaya, and asked your opinion, and was like, Mediterranean, which was like, at the time, it was like coconut and like coriander. I don't know. It was it was a good flavor, and
you were
really into that one. Yeah, but I couldn't get into the color palette, and so eventually I was just like, I asked them to choose. I was like, which one would you rather have my work for? Like, what do you think would be more fitting? And they were like, we kind of thought of you for the blue palette. And I was like, all right, cool.
Thank you.
As we worked together, and I submitted a bunch of different palettes, and then they picked like the exact Pantone colors. Like we went through to like match it up, and like at first it was really funny. They had white drips, and I was like, I don't really know about the white drips on a bottle.
Excellent.
So we like switched it up. But if you zoom in, it's actually really cool. They credit me on the bottle label, which soaked off.
I don't know if I can zoom in.
So that paper label just like soaks right off, and then the
on your mouth. Go like this on your track pad.
I think we scrolled.
You like,
it should.
Yeah, like use 2 fingers on the track pad.
Here we go.
There you
go. This is so fancy.
Oh, I see it. I see it right here.
Yeah, so right there, and then like somewhere over on like, I don't know, the like if you switch the bottle around, the label washes off, and then there's my signature, and it says Philly on it, which is fun.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah.
That's dope.
I love that. I just want to appreciate that.
It's fancy.
Coming off of our Over a Drink, I thought it was really fitting to share and let the world know that you're out here collaborating, and we're just excited to know you and to share.
Yeah, that was a really fun relationship. Thank you, because that was a super good hookup right there. So they're amazing.
Before
did you taste it?
What?
Did you get a chance to taste the gin?
No, I didn't. I didn't taste it yet.
Now I have another question. Are you a gin drinker?
I'm not a drinker. No, so that's why I was like asking everybody what their flavor preference would be, because like I don't know shit about drinks.
I don't know. Well, I'm excited to try it, and I'm gonna wait with bated breath until it's available for us. So
I think that Lavender and Jasmine is gonna be nice.
Quick update here: 50 Canadian dollars is equal to 39 US dollars.
Yeah, that would be the guru right there.
There
we miss him.
That's not that bad. I thought it was reversed for some reason.
I thought it was reversed also.
The other way.
Oh, well,
So
good.
before we go on to our next segment, which is our music segment, I want to ask Lawren, what do you listen to while you're painting? I see behind you, you're working on a pretty large piece. And so when you're working, like, what do you listen to?
So it depends. If I'm alone, I listen to music. And it really is just totally like mood. Like it's not, there's no like painting playlist. Like it's just totally based on mood. Okay. But a lot of the times there's like a TV show in the background and like I listen to The Office all day long when I'm painting.
Jamie just recently finished I fell off. I think I fell off at around season 8.
Oh, I mean, it's just like one of those shows that you can just like listen to in the background.
It's
and
just
like,
a mindless show.
Yeah, I don't need to pay attention to it.
Cool. Well, I'm going to throw it over to Dame. Jason.
Sure.
I don't know who's doing this. Who's doing our music?
I'm doing it. I'm doing it. It'll kind of seem like it's off the cuff because that's how I work. It's actually off the cuff. First of all, hey Lawren, that painting behind you, it looks like a Kobe mural should like go right in the middle of it, like
shit,
or like either like Kobe or like Snoop Dogg. Like,
definitely those colors.
Both.
Or to say that I'm not a Lakers fan, but it's so fire, they would appreciate that.
Yeah.
So the album that we were tasked to listen to was the latest from Busta Rhymes. It's Extinction Level Event 2. This is an album that's about, I guess, 20 years or so in the making. He previously had Extinction Level Event, which was, I guess, is now 1, right? Because there's a 2. And that was an awesome album. It had like Give Me Some More. With that crazy cartoon like video. It had the joint with Janet Jackson, which was with the head that
It was 20 years ago.
Yeah. It was a minute.
At least.
So, and I just want to say first off, like
this is different though.
First of all, I want to say, I have to say, like,
this was way different than that.
Excuse me. This is my thing. First of all,
I'm feeling this. She's shitting on everybody today.
I have to say that, like, one, like, I think Busta's career is so incredible. He's had hits in every decade. He's had hits with all kinds of people. I think he's got so many crazy features on so many awesome songs. I mean, some of his songs are like just super, like, you can't get away from it even still today. I think he's a trendsetter and like always been like kind of forward. So I have to say that. So I was excited to hear this one after, he hasn't put out an album in a while either. And so I was excited to hear. But I'm also curious to hear what other people think before I give my opinion. Yaya, what do you think?
You're going to make me first, so I'm sure everyone, and we always said when we started doing the music reviews, like, this isn't about a critique. And so I'm only speaking from...
This is about the album. This is not about
Busta. This is not... I just want to say I struggled through this one.
Okay.
All right.
It was a long one, right?
It was a long one.
Well, 22 songs. And I think my mindset is different now with like all these EPs and stuff. Like, my attention span is so short. Like, I don't have the attention span for 22 songs.
I totally agree.
Yeah, I just don't. But like before we used to have 2 sides to an album. We'd listen to the whole thing. But now it's like, you tell me 22 songs. As soon as you said that, Dame, it was 22 songs. I was immediately like, oh my God, like, how am I going to make it through this? And then I kind of struggled because it's very lyrical. I know some people on this happy hour love that. For me, it was really exhausting for me to try to push through. And I quite honestly, I couldn't really find my way through the whole entire thing. It was a lot, and I kind of got lost with the intro. And, you know, because I want to work out to music and I want to feel good, and someone's talking about Lucifer, and I just...
Okay, so it's not workout music.
That's me, and I like party Busta, like for real. You know what I mean? Like that's the Busta I like in the club. And this Busta, I mean, obviously this was a little different for me. And that's
so one thing I appreciate that, because one thing I personally I'll interject my opinion every so often and things, so that way, you know what I mean. But personally, you hit on a note, because one thing that I felt was like I was looking for like those like party songs.
Yeah.
Like you know, you had the one with Anderson .Paak, but that's not, it's like a different kind of party song, you know what I'm saying? But like, you know, even on the first Extinction Level event, it was dark to some degree, but there were still like Tear the Roof Off, there was still like some party songs on there that like, you know, Busta is like, you know, Pastor Cavassier. He's been like in the club or in the party or wherever you were, you know what I mean, enjoying yourself. You know what I'm saying? So I think it was lacking in that, you know what I'm saying, for sure. I didn't get that at all through it, you know what I'm saying? But Jason, what do you think?
I have a few thoughts. I mean, Busta's like known for his skits and shit, so like you knew he was gonna try and stuff, but I agree, Yaya, that like none of the skits were like, I was skipping through them. You know, like I wasn't there to hear his tuned down devil voice talk about the apocalypse, or like, I mean, I agree with Farrakhan and what he's saying about Trump, but like, I don't want to listen to that. I want the Busta bars, you know, like that's what I came for. Like,
Cavassier.
I will say the first 6 songs, like I saw Dame the other week and he was like, yo, check out the new Busta album. So I put it on, and like maybe 4 or 5 songs in, I text Dame, I was like, holy shit, this is so good. Wow. Like someone tell Busta he didn't have to like come this hard. He's a grown man. He's fucking rich. Like what's he doing? Like actually trying so hard. But
he's a grown man. He's rich. What are you doing?
But then beyond that, like, it was too many songs. I don't think the quality of songs held up for 22. If you're going to do a huge double album and you got the songs, like, I'm there for it, but, like, it wasn't. But those first few songs, oh, man, it was cool to hear him. I don't know. He, like, really went in.
It's funny that you said it was a double album.
Say something. I'm
Lawren.
Lawren.
Can I ask a question?
Sure, go ahead.
I know nothing about music production, so this is a question for you guys. Cool. When you arrange an album, do you have to think about the order? Obviously you do, but like what goes into that like thought process behind arranging the songs to keep someone's attention? Because I agree with Yaya, like this album, first of all, I lit my incense. I like opened my blinds. I was like, today is going to be a beautiful day. And then I put on this album and suddenly the mood is different.
You got dark again. Sun went in.
Yeah. The mood changed. It was very intense.
Woo!
But I kept it and I listened to it. But like, I agree. I couldn't get through the entire thing because I was working, and that's a lot when you're working. But honestly, like I just started thinking about that. Like, how do music producers arrange albums or musicians arrange albums to keep somebody's attention? Like you can't, like, I started thinking like, did he put because I only listened to the first like 10 songs, but it seemed to me like the best, even the skits too, were in the first 5 or 6 songs. Right? Mm-hmm. Yes, no, at least the energy.
There was definite energy in the first 5 songs.
Right?
Like Jason said, when I saw Jason, I was like, "Yo, did you hear the new?" Because I'm like 6 songs in, and I was excited about the energy.
Right.
But it's hard to sustain.
But then it falls off. So do you think about that? I was like, did they just like blow everything in the first 5 or 6 songs to like get you to stay. But
you
then
you will hope people would think about that, right? You will hope.
do you though?
But
Also,
I mean,
random order.
There could also be a level of business involved. Maybe he needed to put out 22 records. Who knows? And maybe he scripted the first 8 and then threw the rest. I don't know. But you will hope that he thought about that, and maybe he thought ooh, these 22 Jones is going woo, and you got to get all this. They got to get all of this.
Yes.
Who knows?
I mean, he said there was still stuff left over from the first one, and that's where he started with this one. Whoa. So part of me wonders, if he doesn't plan on making a third one, maybe he wanted to get rid of everything and not feel like in 20 years, oh, man, I wish I dropped those other couple.
That's true.
For sure.
The first half of the album, I liked it. Okay. I like that energy personally. It was right there for me. Other than the Chris Rock skits. He could have left that. Chris, he ruined the album for me.
Completely.
Chris Rock completely ruined the album for me.
But the thing is, Chris Rock has been working with him.
I don't care. It sucked.
Yeah.
I don't care. It was unnecessary.
Chris Rock is killing it on Fargo. Come on, man.
So what?
I'm with you, Dave.
I just needed him to give me a solid rap album. I didn't need Chris Rock skits.
I felt like it was overacting. It was overacting.
Way overacting for Chris Rock.
The album is called Extinction Level Event 2.
Yeah, and guess what? The intro. I was there for the intro of the album. I like the the Pete Rock Mick flip at the end of the first song. I was there for that. I'm there for the Belle Biv DeVoe sample that he used.
I like that one.
That joint, I'm there. The Chris Rock was the worst part of the album for me personally.
Oh man,
it was horrible. I'm like, why did he do this? But being said, the energy that he brought for that first maybe 6, 7 songs.
You better say something good about Fargo or something.
I was in there, dude. Busta, I've been waiting for. Y'all talked about the party Busta and the Pastor Cavassier Busta. That's when he lost me. I wasn't here for that. Yeah, I wasn't here all right, put your hands on my eyes, because I was here for that. But for the Pastor Cavassier, the commercial shit.
You wasn't here for Woo-Ha?
Yeah,
Woo-Ha was here for that.
All right.
Yeah, I was here for that.
All right.
But what I'm saying, lyrically, I was like, yo, Busta's doing it. But then it got soft. Then he got to all the way up into the joint where he talked about the baby's mother joint.
All right,
But I was good with it. I'm good with it. I think the album was a little too long,
Eric,
but quality-wise, I liked it.
Got you, Eric. Real quick, what are your thoughts? And then I'll sum it up with some. I'll finish.
I love that. A lot of strong feeling.
I'll round it out.
Album.
I feel like this is the most passionate we've been about any kind of
40 minutes on this.
Nobody wants to do music, but here we go. Come on, Eric.
So the first one was actually the 3rd album I ever bought.
Hey.
And I really accredit Busta and that album to I was listening to Puff, DMX, Locks, and then
Realness.
When I got into Busta, it was just oh, this is I feel like that was the first time I really started to grasp how artistic hip hop really was. I'm young. I'm 10 years old. You know what I mean? But I know I love that album. So there's really no going wrong here for me. I'm there for the ride, bro. It's 22 songs. I'm there for 22 songs.
For sure.
You know what I mean?
All right. So I'll say this, right? Because I felt all of those things from everybody on here. But I'll say this. I'll say one thing that wasn't mentioned is that I appreciate all the features. He had a lot of features.
He had good
Kendrick Lamar, M.O.P., Rhapsody, Rakim. He had Chris Rock, a feature. But he had
Chris Rock.
Mariah Carey. What's that?
All the rest of the features I was there for. Chris Rock.
Q-Tip.
Yeah,
he had a lot of features, so I appreciate that. And also, I think one of the reasons why I called Jason, I think the level of production, it felt like he had been hoarding these records for a minute, because the level of production, no matter what the song, how you felt about the song, level of production was was top notch. She had a lot of awesome producers that kind of like got into the zone he wanted. So I felt like that was great. I will say it was tough to get through. I mean, I had to get through it because I suggested it, right? And it took me about like really 3 times to like of going back to get to the end. And you know, if that's how you want to listen to it, that's cool. Maybe other people got right through it. It was tough for me. And like I listened to it on my bike ride, and they were long rides, and I'm like, yo, this is like, you know what I mean? It's a lot. So, but I appreciate, you know, Busta all the way back from Leaders of the New School up to now. He's been a trendsetter. He's been an innovator. He's been one of those like titans that doesn't go away. So, yeah, man, this has been great. Thank you for allowing me to have a little spot in your show.
I've always been a Busta fan, and I think he doesn't get enough credit for his catalog. Like, I don't think his name comes up enough when the cats talk about top 10 lists or best rappers or whatever. I don't think Busta's name comes up enough. Busta's got an unbelievably great catalog, and this album ain't bad. It's just got some songs on it I don't like.
Well, cool. Here's what I love about the Happy Hour. It's that I would have never listened to it if I wasn't encouraged by the group. I'm sure the same for LA, Lawren Alice. I can speak that. So, and that's what music is about, right? It's just like with anything. You try it. You don't have to love it, but you tried it. And, you know, I feel like we're like a group divided here. Some of us loved it. Some of us didn't.
Just like the election, right? Just a group divided.
What'd you say, Lauren?
I said I didn't hate it. It was just not what I wanted with my morning coffee.
And this is the most important. I mean, and here's the thing, and maybe this is the thing we take most from this segment. Don't maybe listen to it for the first time for your morning coffee when you're trying to have a good day.
Yeah.
You know
I love the album. From the first time I heard the intro, I was like, oh shit, Busta's back. I loved it. I was ready. I was like, Busta's about to give it to us. This is what we need right now.
Well, he certainly gave something. And for us,
and the song good. The song was good.
He gave something. But for us at this happy hour, we have a few minutes left. And, you know, I want to always make sure that I go through my bowl of questions. This is a bowl of questions, Lawren Alice. So before every happy hour, everyone in this group submits questions that they want to ask. Some of them are applicable to all of us. Some of them are just applicable to you. I put them all in this little bowl here. I shake them up and see what we come out with. Let's see here. Here's the first one.
I love that you're repping your name, LA.
By what?
That's what I call you. You know, I
repping your name, LA. Like down to the skilly, brave. You're like, repping it right now, man. It's like
I want this question for Lawren. So, how has 2020 changed your perspective of the Philly art scene?
Oh.
Right, that was a good question. That question came in from Eric Boss. Okay, I just want to shout him out. Really insightful. So
that question came in a week ago. He was early with that one, man.
You like really want to know?
No. Curious. So you know, I mean, you can see a lot of different artists are coming out of the woodwork. We're curious to know, like, how has your perception changed of our art scene since 2020?
Oh shit, there's so much I want to say.
Love that.
Wow, what a deep question.
I know, it's so respectful this week.
Yeah, man, that's like an essay question. Like, there are so many things that I've observed. Oh my God. Like, so many things. One thing that I can say about the community is that I feel like people are just doing more. Yeah. And that's really super beautiful to see. I know that everybody has had their time where they've been like stuck at home, and like I feel like that really makes you focus on like who you are and what you're doing creatively. And I feel like, I don't know, I've seen some of the most interesting and like, I guess, most emotional work from a lot of people this year. It's hard for me to like speak as far as like how do I put this? I noticed like a certain genre of artwork, and I wasn't kidding when I said before, like I'm overwhelmed with it. Like it is tough to be just open to awesome, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
Like without like being like an abstract gallery or being like a sculpture gallery or being just somebody that does prints or affordable art. Like I feel like because we have so much interest in just like absorbing everything and like from all different genres and people and like kinds of artwork, that it's overwhelming at times. So and I also, as much as I love the Philly art scene, we don't exclusively just work with the Philly art scene, because we do our open call once a year. It's actually active right now, where anyone in the world can submit. You just have to be 18 years old. And we always ask people to like go look at our Instagram and what's on our website and like really
What's your
dig.
Instagram, just in case somebody wants to know right now.
Arch Enemy Arts.
Okay.
And we post about it every so often. I should probably make another post about it. But yeah, anyways, we open it up to anybody who wants to submit. And I think that is because it's not localized in Philly, and because we are allowing this like big net, or to be a net to catch everything, it is hard to like focus on what's going on in the Philly art scene. And I tend to be overwhelmed with it because I feel like, imagine following like, 2,000 artists, like your feed fills up with too much. And then the algorithm works against you because you're not seeing anything new. So you do rely on networking. I mentioned this last time, and like asking friends to like show you and introduce you to like other people, and like, because it can get cliquey. Every art scene, every city is going to say it's cliquey. Yeah. That's not any different with Philly. Every city's like that. But you rely on people to always network. And like social media can friggin' suck, but it can also be beautiful on that
algorithm. Like it can kind of distort what you see out there.
You got to do your work and look elsewhere and like read blogs, or seek out the actual starting point of like when people share things on Facebook, like Mike, listen up. This is how you get people's names. Like if you see something you like on Facebook, I'm sure it came from a source. Like, is it a blog writing about it? Is it a person? But yeah, it's overwhelming, and I'm just really, I think 2020 changed everybody's hustle.
Yes, that's perfect. That's a perfect answer. I'm gonna try to squeeze in one more question here. See what we got. Dave, I can't.
You be mine.
What's your question, Dave?
No. I'm not. I don't do that on her show. No. You're gonna get me off. You know what I mean?
Okay. All right. I'm gonna ask James because.
No.
I feel the pressure. I feel like you're looking at me.
I wanted the natural way, man.
Okay. All right.
Take up the ball.
It's not yours. I can already tell. It's not yours. Oh, this is a good one. This is a perfect one to conclude on. So, and this can be for everybody. How do you suppose we get Trump out of the White House?
I seen that question. I didn't think that was really going to end up in the ball, though.
It's in the bowl. It's in the bowl. Why not? This is happy hour.
That was a joke.
Was this question written prior to?
Who sent this question in?
Who sent that one in?
You sent in two questions. You sent in two questions. You sent in another nicer question about cooking.
No, ask the other question.
That was the dumb question.
The other question was, what was the last thing you cooked? Nobody wants to answer the Trump. Oh. What was the last thing you cooked?
Oh, okay. Well,
that was the other question. All right.
That was the other question, Dave. You was crossing your fingers for those two questions.
Yeah. and the one I really wanted got called. So let's go with the cooking. I feel good.
I'll go with the cooking.
Did you? Oh, okay.
If you want to. You want to go with the cooking? Yeah. Yeah.
Go with cooking.
I'll go.
I'm gonna let you just. I'm good with both. I don't care.
Well, you answer both. We'll go with the cooking.
We'll go with the cooking, just, in case we have to edit things. But last night I made a delicious homemade fettuccine Alfredo, not jar sauce, okay? It's the Parmesan and the heavy cream, little secret dash of cinnamon, makes everything Italian nice, in case you didn't know that. That's
Did not know that.
Yeah, with chicken and broccoli, and I do add bacon in there because bacon makes everything better. And that's what I make.
With the bacon.
Not for Eric and Dane.
Okay.
Vegetarian that's on this show, or Mike. What else?
That's just pork though, and beef. I'm not vegan.
No, it's just pork.
So
What else?
do you put cinnamon and red sauce too?
Yeah, I just do a
Cinnamon
little
and red
batch.
sauce.
Interesting.
You know what? Cinnamon is like a really savory and hearty, and it just makes it feel a little bit more full to me. Just a dash though, because you can go overboard with cinnamon. You really can.
Mine's right next to my cayenne, and every now and again I'm like,
No, Lawren.
Oh, I made that mistake recently with pancakes. It was terrible. Thank God it was a little bit. It actually worked out in my favor. They were kind of
Okay. Is anybody else cooking? No? Yes? Maybe so?
Sure.
Well, I mean, this morning, I had if you want to know, I had a leftover broccolini with tofu from a local 44, and it's like kind of like made with like chili oil, and it's like really good. And so I really sauteed. Huh?
She said you ain't cooked that.
I'm not done. Done. Okay, just
the ingredient.
one of the ingredients. You know what I'm saying? I re-sauteed that, right, with one lightly scrambled egg, with everything bagel condiment from Trader Joe's. You know what I'm saying? Because it gives you everything on everything bagel in the. You know what I'm saying? And then I made a little scramble when I finished it off with a little green goddess from Trader Joe's as well. I'm a big fan.
I love that green goddess.
Does
So
everyone have a secret spice?
What's that?
Does everyone have a secret spice? Like yours is like the everything bagel. Yours is like
cinnamon? Yeah, that same secret spice for sure is everything.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, you.
Cayenne.
What's the last thing you put on?
Ours is adobo.
What's the last thing you
adobo?
put?
Yeah.
I love Jason.
I made hoisin meatballs.
Oh.
Okay.
Hoisin. Yeah, like the Asian like sauce.
How do you make those? Real quick.
I do it with ground turkey.
Nice.
I'm there for that.
Is it a sauce, an easy sauce marinade?
It's like a thick paste, and then when you're making the meatballs, you just throw a teaspoon in, and then when you're, after you make the meatballs, like I cook green squash in the pan and throw it all together, and then just water and more of the hoisin sauce, and then it like cooks up to a sauce. You guys, I learned how to cook in 2020. I go to the chef.
Say the name of the sauce for me again, please.
It's hoisin, so it's like poison but with an H.
Gotcha.
OIS.
Poison.
Mike is a chef as well. If anyone wants to add on, jump in now or forever hold your peace. Because I'm going to forward it to Jason so he can play us out.
Oh, are you going to sing along with him?
Play it again, Jason. Okay.
All right. Thanks, Lauren. It's been fun hanging out.
Thank you, Lauren.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Yes, it's been great. Really quick before we go, Lauren, tell us Small Wonders. How long is it up? Where can people go if they want to buy stuff?
You can walk in if you're not with like a giant group of people. Wear a mask, and it's up until the week of Thanksgiving.
Oh, perfect! Get your Christmas shopping done.
I got time.
There's like no rules anymore. COVID made it. We don't have any rules anymore. It's just like whatever's cool.
It's open.
The lights are on. Come in.
What are the hours for the gallery?
We're usually there by 9, and then I'm either gone by 3:30 or 5-ish, 6. The lights are on. Come in.
Hey, Jason, I just want to say, now it looks like you're in your upstairs music room. Are you on the same floor?
Yeah, yes, I'm feet away from where I was earlier.
It looks like a whole nother room, man. Like your house is like
I love
angles, man.
I love it. Well, this has been great, guys. Another installation of the Tiny Room for Elephants Happy Hour. Lawren Alice, thank you so much for joining us today. Nate, even though he's off, it was great having a special guest of the Over a Drink. And yeah, guys, have a great week. Jason, play us out.
Hey, J-Dog, we should put that over 808 so we can start Lawren Alice's gangster rap career.
Okay.
I think it's ready.
A little Nipsey Hussle. Got a little Nipsey Hussle braids going today.
That's what I'm saying, man. I think you ready, man. Let's get it popping.
The Scully with the freaking braids, she ain't playing.
That's the album cover right there, man. Just like,
you know what I'm saying?
It is.
She a G, she always knew it.
Bossed up.
You're so cute.
I love you guys.
I love everybody. Thanks so much again for today, and we'll see you next week.
Peace.
Bye.